Over in Japan right now, it's the Shizuoka Hobby Show 2026, and that means new gunpla. When I say there's some surprising announcements, there's some surprising announcements. I mean, 1/100 scale Graze Ein from Iron-Blooded Orphans and Gundam Bionicle? Hey, what is up everyone? Welcome back to the Iron Diaper. You're a regular Gundam news show, and when I make one of these, it means there is some Gundam announcements. Like I mentioned, we've got a full Mechanics 1/100 Graze Ein coming out a decade, well, more, after the release of Iron-Blooded Orphans. We've got some new announcements from Gundam X, G-Gundam, Seed, Universal Century, G-Quax, 00, and like I mentioned, something that looks a little bit like Gundam Bionicle. But before we jump into all of that, as usual, if you do want to support the channel, you can subscribe, buy some gunpla through the links down there in the description, or check out my Patreon. But anyway, let's talk about the news. So we're going to be going series by series, and first up is Iron-Blooded Orphans. We've got one new announcement, and that is the full Mechanics 1/100 Graze Ein. Just in case you don't know what the Graze Ein is, it's basically the big bad guy of Season 1 of Iron-Blooded Orphans. It's not your normal mobile suit-sized mobile suit, it's huge! And seeing a full Mechanics released, I don't know, maybe 10 or so years after the last full Mechanics Iron-Blooded Orphans kit is, well, surprising, but totally welcome. When it does come to the model kit that is on show, it's shown in a couple of poses, facing off with Barbato's 6th form right there, so it does look like it has some articulation at least. And besides that, we just got this one standing pose of what it looks like. Again, it looks nice. I'm sure the full Mechanics line has come a long way since those older floppy kits we would have seen, with the full Mechanics Barbie, Graze, Kimaris, and all of those guys. If you don't know what a full Mechanics is, they're usually stripped down simple kits that come in and around the 1/100 scale, aka the master grade size. Now seeing it on that stand there shows just how big it's gonna be. The detail actually looks very nice on this. We do have kind of what I thought at first were standard looking hands, but I think I see some articulation in those thumbs, so these may be kind of like those master grade semi-moving, semi-posable hands. As for the details, the head looks good, looks like we've got some stickers in there for the details, and overall very nice. A surprising release, definitely, but like I mentioned, an exciting, welcome one. Next up is Gundam X. This year is the 30th anniversary of that particular anime, and we do have some releases coming. First off, the new ones are these right here, the Gundam Versago and the Gundam Ashtaron, both high-grade kits. But previously we did get the announcement of this right here, but we didn't see a prototype just yet. That is the high-grade Leopard. That right there is what it looks like, colors looking great. There are a couple of modes to this. That's the normal mode right there, and you can actually swap the big giant Gatling onto the arm like so. So it does have a little bit of a Gundam Heavy Arms, sort of open hatch, full burst sort of mode. Again, it is hard to tell from these prototypes just how good the kit's gonna be, because they are painted, but otherwise color separation looks good. Can't imagine the missiles in the shoulder are going to be color separated, but overall detail's nice, and it's about time we got a fully fleshed out Gundam X high-grade lineup. And speaking of which, back to those two new announcements. First up is this one right here, the high-grade Gundam Versago. Again, this does look like it may be a painted prototype. I'm seeing some clear sections in the chest right there. This has a very Epion kind of feel to it. Well, it did come out before the Epion, so the Epion has a Versago feel to it, and overall, again, looking quite nice. On display as well was this unpainted version, which is always really handy. You get a better idea of what the color separation is going to be like. Overall, it does look nice. We've got plenty of yellow parts all over the place, just flicking back and forth between the two there, and it does look like we're not really missing much at all. This could just be a top-coated version. Anyway, again, the details looking very nice, the head looking dynamic and awesome as it should, and this is not the only new announcement we got from Gundam X. There's also Gundam Ashtaron. So yeah, if it wasn't badass enough we were getting Gundam Versago, we're also getting the Ashtaron too, which does look like a fully fleshed out, fully featured kit. From this image right here, we're seeing all of the weapons. Again, this does look like it's top coated at least, but it doesn't necessarily look like there's any paint. I see some panel lining, but otherwise this is looking to be a very nice kit. The Ashtaron is a transforming mobile suit, so there is an image of the transformed version here too. The detailing on the head looks spectacular. That looks dynamic, awesome, and that right there is what looks to be an actual finished prototype that is unpainted. That is its transformed mode, which is absolutely ridiculous, and overall colors looking good, detail looking good, and like I mentioned, it's nice to see the line get fleshed out. Anyway, as for the Versago, that's coming out in November at 3,960 yen, which could be in and around the $39 zone outside of Japan, and the Versago is coming out in October at 3,190 yen, so about 800 yen cheaper, so you're looking at the $30 zone. Moving on to the next series that we got an announcement from, and that is G Gundam, and it's not the Bolt Gundam. Again. So next up we are going to be seeing the high-grade Gundam Spiegel. Schwartz Bruder's mobile suit, again from G Gundam. So there was 2 of these on display, and in this image you might see a logo you don't want to see, and that's that one down there. This is going to be a premium Bandai kit yet again, like the entire line of G Gundam seems to have been in recent years. There's no release date yet, but it is going to be 3,740 yen. Directly converted, that's $24, but it could cost up as far as 37 depending on where you're getting it. We saw 2 on display, and this is the other variant. So usually when it does come to these premium Bandai G Gundam kits, they tend to come with a lot of cool stuff, especially for the mobile suit's main attacks. So it seems like we're going to be getting these little scroll segments as well as some adapters for holding onto them. Now, these do look like they've been beaten up a little bit. Not sure if that is going to be the actual end look of this particular kit, or if they're going to look a little bit crispier out of box. Overall, again, very nice molding, great details, colors look good, but of course, premium Bandai. So next up is Gundam Seed, and here specifically Gundam Seed Astrays. We're getting a brand new master grade Astray. A lot of people might groan a little bit at that because we've got a whole lot of Astrays, but I love me a good Astray, especially if they're built from the ground up to be brand new, which this one looks like it is. This right here is the master grade Liberty Astray. Again, it's pretty much your standard red frame Astray, kind of remixed a little bit. We've got a brand new V-fin that does have an extra part added onto it. The arms in here looking brand new, and one thing a lot of people have noticed, and you can see it right there, these are not the old crappy master grade hands. They're designed to look like them, but these seem to be fixed pose, or at least swappable finger style. It looks like we may have a movable thumb there, but otherwise swappable fingers. The rest of the detail on the arms, around the chest and torso do not look like they're using any parts we would have seen on the Astray before, but it is a little bit hard to tell. There's another bit of a pose. This almost looks like it's taken some aspects of the high resolution Astray and mixed them up with the standard Astray. The plastic looks good. The design does look quite cool too. That katana right there looks suspiciously standard to me, especially the blade, so I do think we're going to be seeing some reused parts. Now looking at the knees there, I'm not seeing the typical Astray plugs going on in there, so again, hard to tell how much of this is going to be new, how much of this is going to be reused is definitely yet to be seen. Otherwise though, an absolutely badass design. Now I can't actually see from the tag there when this is coming out, but it's going to cost 8,250 yen, which is about $50 or so translated, or $80 if you're getting it more on the expensive side. Next up from Seed is the high-grade Goof Ignited. Now this has been announced before, but this is our first time seeing a prototype, and it's a beautiful prototype at that, posing nicely. Color separation looks very good, weapons look good, and overall incredibly impressive. They've done a great job here, but we've heard of it before, so moving on. And speaking of things we've heard of before, but haven't seen a prototype of, moving into Universal Century now, and this is the Master Grade SD Kshatriya, and this looks insanely nice. Again, we only saw mock-up CG images of it before, but here it is in the plastic. I know you said in the flesh, but it's in the plastic. Details looking good. It seems like we're going to have those sleeves, iconography on the arms and chest, fully molded, which is always nice because they're paint to paint. And articulation-wise, this looks nice. We're seeing some sub-arms moving right on out from the big wing binders. It looks like all of the funnels inside of the upper sections of those binders can be removed, and we do have some of those nice, exclusive Master Grade SD clear parts, it seems, in purple up there. Overall looking very, very cool. Lots of that nice metallic silver too, which is a staple for the Master Grade SD line up in under those binders. And definitely, without a single doubt, a Gundam kit to be excited about. And apparently this is going to be coming out in September 2026 for 7,700 yen. So, ranging between the $49 to the $77 range, depending on where you're getting it. Next up, moving on to Gundam G-Reco, and once again, a kit we knew was coming out, but we hadn't seen a prototype yet, and that is the beautiful G-Reco version of the Hammurabi. And this right here looks insanely nice. They got the proportions perfect, the angles perfect, the weapon looks amazing, and of course it does have a transformation too to its flight form. Again, looking great. They got those tiny little holes in the wings spot on. The details around the neck and that almost shark-like head, that waist, even those hands are kind of clenched in a really unique sort of way. Definitely excited for this crazy looking kit. This is coming out in June for 2,860 yen, so ranging from $18 to $28 again, depending on where you're getting it. I will also mention as well there is a color variant of the Gan announced too. So now moving on to Gundam 00, so a lot of shows being represented, a lot of Gundam anime getting some kind of release. Now this was not announced at the event, but it was announced on Twitter. That is the premium Bandai exclusive real grade Gundam Exia Repair 4. Now it is a little bit of a boob that it is, you know, based on the real grade Exia, which can be fine if you don't move it around too much, but this is such a killer design. Kind of half Gundam Exia and half Quanta with that weapon and that brand new awesome repair arm. Again, the details on the real grade Exia have always been spectacular. The new GN swords looking beautiful. Now I was going to say the posability looks solid, but I meant in a cool kind of way, because this is a kit that definitely will not be solid. I doubt they completely rejiggered the Exia for this kit, but otherwise that wing up there looking cool. Or should I say the big shield binder. Of course it has multiple forms, and there's no denying that this looks absolutely badass. Looking forward to this one. Sad that it is P Bandai. And this is coming out July, so very, very soon. Last up then is Gundam Miximize, being dubbed by fans as Gundam Bionicle. Now this, I'm not sure if it's plastic model kits or just parts. Do you cut them out or what? It doesn't really say too much yet, but it does look somewhat like Lego's Bionicle. Now I will mention that I am too old and completely missed the train for Bionicle, so I never got into that. I was only into the classic Lego beforehand, but for those who love Bionicle, they goddamn love Bionicle, and this actually throws that sort of mix in. And what I mean by that is these are ball jointed at basically all of the major joints. We're talking hips, knees, ankles, elbows, and they can be pulled apart at that point like we can see here. Then they can be reattached together and mixed together in a Bionicle kind of way. That sort of Lego effect. As for how popular these are going to be or how this is going to work out, who knows, but this looks like a lot of fun. Also, one of the wildest aspects is it seems like we've got a little bit of a pilot figure inside of them too, which is pretty wild. By the look of it though, this definitely looks more like a toy than a model kit. The design of these is somewhere almost between SD and a normal Gundam, so I'm just excited to see where they go with it. It's weird, but you know, good weird. But yeah, that right there is it for today's announcements. I think I got pretty much every single one of them. Again, Shizuoka Hobby Show is not on properly until this weekend, the 16th and 17th. So there may be some new announcements. This is just kind of open for the press, I think, right now, not for the public. Usually we don't see anything too new or anything else besides what's announced straight away. So this could be it, but still something exciting to look forward to. As usual, drop down there in the comments, what are you looking forward to the most? I'm excited about that 1/100 Graze Ein, followed by that master grade Liberty Astray red frame, and of course those brand new high grade Gundam X kits. They all look spectacular. Anyway, drop down there, what are you looking forward to? And as always, make sure to come back for more gunpla news and reviews, and I'll see you next time. It's the end of the video, so that means it's time to thank all of those awesome people that support me on the channel memberships as well as over on Patreon, including Stephen Collier, Izzy's Jim, Christopher Hamzy, Dismaz, Caleb Engelhardt, Joe, RG95061, Scotty Thomas, Van Fon, Stephen Collier again, and Gunpla.deals.